What's up, everybody? Let's make this into a saltwater tank. The boy wants one. Let's do it. Anyway, we're going to convert freshwater tank into saltwater tank. I'm going to show you how. It's not too complicated. It's really easy, actually. It's actually easier to go from fresh to salt than salt to fresh. This is a fact, Jack. So what we're going to do with this tank is get it cleared out, get it emptied, get the other tank that I need to get moved in here, and that's in another video you guys will see. And so let's do this. Here we go. Alright, tank is drained. That's a good part. It's good to have a drained tank. All the water's out of there. So now what we're going to do is fill it up with RO water. But before I do that, I'm going to add salt. You don't have to use this brand. It's just, probably the most commonly available. But there's several types out there. So, I'm going to add the salt. I'm going to use that wave maker to stir the salt up. You can see I got a bare bottom. We are going to have sand in this tank. It's actually in another container right now. So, I am going to get the salt mixed while it's in the tank, and then I'll test it as I go just to get it exactly where I want it. I want this water at 1.024, and I'll show you guys how I do that here in a few minutes. Alright, I use my RO unit, which is that right there. I think I paid like 60-70 bucks on eBay for it. You don't need anything fancy. That's the RO unit. And this is my RO water. This is a 37-gallon trash can. It's not quite filled to the top, so it should get us right about where we need to be. And basically I'm going to just take that bucket and that deal right there, I'm going to roll that over there. It's got wheels, pretty fancy. I'm just going to roll this into the hallway over there and run 5-gallon buckets from the trash can to the tank. Alright, so my salt's in the tank. I'm using my wave maker, just kind of stirring it up, as you can see. And once I get it all broke down and actually mixed into the water, what I'm going to do is take my tester, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Most of you starting off aren't going to want to use this kind of tester because they are a bit pricey, but I'll show you an inexpensive option. A really cool one too. So, well, I won't show it to you. I'll just kind of tell you what it is and where to get it. So, the option that you're going to have is going to work pretty well. So, let me get this stuff mixed up and I'll show you what we're doing next. Actually, I'll show you the test kit. I filled the water up too high. Anyway, when you get to about right there, usually about, 2 or 3 inches below you get to the top of the tank, you're going to want to stop filling it. I put too much in it. It's okay, I can just drain it out. I can use it on another tank, but yeah, do that. About 2 inches before you get to the top. And I'll show you why here in a few. Alright. So, as far as a refractometer goes, don't go buy the one with a little swinging arm. It's a little plastic deal. It's got a little swinging arm in it. Actually get a refractometer when you're looking for one. You'll see they're kind of a mechanical deal. You can buy the solution to zero it out if you have a local fish store that does saltwater. Very simply run in there and they'll calibrate it for you. They're not too hard to do. So this one here is a Milwaukee brand, and we'll turn it on here real quick. Tells me my battery percentage. I have no idea what that thing does. This is the ambient temperature according to what this is reading. So I'm going to get a really accurate water reading. So what I'm going to do is just stick this in here, grab a couple drops of water, and we're going to go right here and simply place it in the little hole. It's about all you need, nothing too crazy. Pretty simple. I'm going to hit read. 1.025. That's the salinity. Remember, I was going for 1.024, got 1.025, which technically is perfect. I like to go a little bit lower, but 1.025 will work. So that's a refractometer, and that's what it's measuring, your salinity right there. There you go. Alright, now as far as the sand goes in the tank, you guys can see I have a tub here, just like a tote, whatever you want to call it, 20-gallon tote. I had a customer that I replaced the tank in. He had like 5 inches of sand in the thing, so I took a bunch of it out because it was just way too much. And so anyway, I saved it. Here it is. And I've already put it in there. You can see the tank's pretty cloudy. It's cloudy now because of the sand in there. So, yeah. There you go. That's why. Alright, let's jump over to the skimmer. Alright, the skimmer on this thing is nothing fancy. I think this thing was like 25, 30 bucks or something on eBay. It's not anything that's going to go absolutely crazy. You guys see that line right there? It goes at the back. That very simply goes to a bowl that collects all the skim mate, because it's easier for me to do that and have to take that little tiny cup out. It doesn't hold very much, so that way I can just drain it into the bowl and not have to worry about draining the collection cup, you know, every 2 or 3 days. But for a tank this small, you don't really need anything too crazy. It's a 29-gallon tank, so you can go out and go all out and get you a really sweet skimmer, but in reality, that's all I need. I'm not going to have a lot of livestock in here anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Alright, so we got tanks pretty much set up. I mean, this is pretty much everything I'm going to put on here with the exception of the light. I'm going to put a different light on this. I have one sitting in the other room. But, I mean, this is it. This is how it's set up. This is what it's going to look like. I did pull some rock out of a different tank. That's an established tank. That's why you see all the dark coloration there and then the light coloration there. That right there is one rock. It will darken up as bacteria grows on it, or the light's hitting it, whatever. At any rate, you guys get the point. So the tank's set up. Now we just got to add livestock. So I've got 2 eels that I want to put in here and an ocellaris, one that's kind of a loner. So we're going to add those to this and go from there. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe at the button right there. And we will talk to y'all soon. Peace.